Jay, we're down here at Middleweight Stein's, where I think, as you said to me before, it's long overdue.
Yeah, long time overdue, yeah.
You're about to make your pro debut on September the 24th. I don't think it's too far away from here, is it, Huyton?
No, it's a 10-15 minute drive from here, I think it is. Not too far.
It's a lovely place as well.
It's a good sports centre.
Knowsley Cultural Centre.
Yeah, I was down there the other day getting me tickets. The hall's big. It's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, well, we was there. I think it was just before lockdown. It must have been 2019 now. It sounds a long time ago, doesn't it? But we was there. We put our first show on in conjunction with Trinity Entertainment. And it was a cracking little show.
Yeah, it is good all. And from what I've heard with the promoters, it's going to be they're going to have a lot of entertainment on as well. So.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's a singer on there, C-Max.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He was on there last time. Actually, it was really good. So a little bit different.
Yeah, it's definitely it's the first time I've been to it like that anyway, like with the entertainment and all. So it's going to be a good show. I can't wait for it, to be honest.
And let's find out a little bit about you then. So you're 30 now.
Yeah, just turned 30.
And it was what, 6 years ago in your last amateur fight?
I think the last amateur fight was about 6 to 5 years ago. That was over in Guernsey. I boxed all my life. Literally, I could throw a punch before I could walk. Been in Sept ABC, Kirk ABC, the Solid, boxed for all them. I had about 56 amateur fights.
Fair few then?
Yeah, fair few. Boxed in every tournament, apart from the ABAs. I always had bad luck every time I tried to go into the senior ABAs, hold my hands or something just went on. But other than that, I was in all the tournaments, the ABCs, the juniors, like right down to schools and all that. And boxed a lot of the good names. A lot of names that you probably heard of in the pros, like Steve Rogan, Lloyd Campbell, Joe.
These are all these VIP fighters, aren't they?
They're all good fighters. I mean, got on good with them, and we had some good fights. And there's a lot of, to be honest, the boxed out the names that in the pros now. I just got to an age and boxing just went out the window for me for a little while, and I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life. And come to the start of this year, I just hit a point in my life where I had to give it my all and give it a good show, and I had to give it a chance, you know what I mean, before like I got too old and got past it where...
Yeah, it's hard to live with ifs and buts.
Ifs and buts, I had a lot of them, and I just know that, I believe that I'm capable of doing good in the sport and in the pros. I think the pros suit me better than the amateurs.
So where are you going to be fighting at?
Light middle, hopefully get a bit later.
Yeah.
My first fight's coming in at 11-9, I think it is.
Right, so middleweight, yeah.
Yeah, so...
But that's on the day though, isn't it?
That's on the day, I'm coming in at 11-9. I'm not too much over that now, so I'm doing alright at my weight. I reckon I'll be able to get a bit lower. So see what happens.
And I mean, at 30, what are your expectations?
Expectations, I'm not too sure at the moment. To be honest, I never thought I'd even be back around where I am now. So I'm just taking each stage it comes, and each opportunity comes, I'll be taking anything. Like I know I'm turning over a bit late, but I had 56 amateur fights. I've boxed a lot of good kids back in the day. I've sparred a lot of good kids. I'm confident getting in with anyone.
Well, how long have you been back in the gym now then?
About coming up to a year now.
Oh right, so it's not. So you got back in the gym in the middle of lockdown?
About just before Christmas will start again. And I've been in the gym every single day since. I got put in touch with John about February, and I've been here since February every single day on the hills every other day. And I'm fitter than I've ever been, stronger than I've ever been, and I just know that I'm going to have to take a lot of good risks. I can't be messing about taking...
Well, sometimes age can work in your favour, you know, because I've spoken to loads of young fighters who say, oh, I'm only young.
Yeah.
And before they know it, they're no longer young.
Yeah.
And perhaps have let fights or opportunities, let's say, slipping by. But at 30, I mean, listen, everyone needs those building fights. We all need those 2 or 3, 4 rounders, a couple of 6 rounders. But maybe if you do well in those 4 or 5 early fights, maybe at 6-0, you might be one of those guys who might want to go on and get on an Eddie Earns show as an opponent. And Eddie Earns has said, winner stays on.
That's
so if you cause an upset, suddenly you can have a serious
I believe
career.
I'm going to upset people in this division. I'm not going to lie. I'm confident. I come to fight. Whoever I'm going to be in the ring with is going to know they're in a fight with me, regardless who they are. I mean, I will never give it to anyone easy. I come to fight till the last bell. I've never took a back step in my life, and I'm not planning on to start. Now I'm coming.
So I presume the way you're talking there, your style must be very fan friendly. If you know what I mean.
I've always got a good crowd around me and I always entertain. I believe I do anyway, and I've been told to do. And I'm looking forward to just having my debut and showing people what I can do. And
in the amateurs, were you one of those people that people always came up to you afterwards and said to you, oh, you'd make a great pro?
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think the amateurs weren't suited for me. It was a lot of, in the amateurs when I was around, there was a lot of point scoring and
yes,
and tit for tat and or like, you know what I mean, and I weren't suited for that at all.
Because your last fight would have been the end of that point scoring period.
And then it was, and then it changed back over to the it absolutely done me head in. And at the time, I'd spewed boxing at the time, and because I had all sorts going on in my life, and it half done me head in, to be honest. That the point scoring was scrapped as I swerved it, but that was never ever good for me, to be honest. The jab.
Well, it also wasn't good for professional boxing because by being a successful amateur didn't necessarily mean you're going to be a successful pro. And now we're reverting back to the 10-9 scoring system. We're still having success in the major European amateur championships and things like that. But we're also preparing those amateur fighters for the pro game as well.
Yeah, that's it. The amateurs, I miss the amateurs, to be honest, but the pro game is definitely much suited for me, and I believe that I'm going to do okay in it. I think I'm going to do alright and upset a lot of people, and I just can't wait to get my chances and take any big opportunity that comes. I'm not going to duck no one, I'll fight anyone. And
so if Steve can get you out a couple of times in before the end of the year, then that builds for a nice 2022, and I presume by the end of 2022 this is what you're saying, you want to take a gamble and jump in with those perhaps 50-50 fights, or not even 50-50 fights, because it'll probably be 60-40 for the other guy.
Yeah, well, I've spoke to John, we've got our game plans, and we know we're going to get a couple of fights out, get a bit of ring rust off. So obviously that's been a few years since I've been in the ring, but I'm confident, like the training's going well, I'm confident in where I'm at now. I just can't wait to get the first fight out the way and see how I do my first fight and what kind of direction I go. But I know I'm 30 now, and I'm not going to hold back on any opportunities. I will take gambles. But
fights age fighters more than age does.
Yeah.
So if you've not had too many hard fights, then realistically you can be fresh.
Yeah, I'm open. None of them are hard and I win easy, but you never know. Your boxing's an unpredictable game. One punch can end it all. So let's see what happens in it.
All right, well, we're going to find that out on September the 24th. Yeah. I'll try and catch up with you a little nearer the time, and maybe we can get some catch you in the gym.
Yeah, of course.
See how everything's progressing.
Sure.
But if not, hopefully I'll be chatting to you on the. Is it a Friday or a Saturday?
It's a Friday night. Is
it Friday? Well, hopefully I'll be chatting to you on the 24th and be saying 1-0.
Nice one, definitely. I hope
Jay,
that too.
take care, mate. Bye bye.